In a world where self-love and self-care are often promoted as the keys to happiness, it's easy to forget their potential downsides. Research suggests that when we focus too much on our own needs, we may start to feel more disconnected from others, leading to loneliness and isolation. This shift towards focusing on ourselves is especially evident in today's dating culture. If you're single and spend time online, you've probably noticed how dating apps have become more frustrating than ever. It feels like everyone is acting their worst, ghosting, love bombing, breadcrumbing, or even bringing multiple dates to one without telling anyone. Social media is full of stories about rude, dismissive, and even cruel behavior, making dating feel more like a chore than a connection. It's leaving many of us feeling insecure, wondering if love will ever come our way. We're living in a time of selfish dating, where it's all about boosting ourselves instead of forming real connections. In this video, we'll explore the tricky relationship between self-love, loneliness, and dating culture, and offer some practical advice on how to strike a balance that nurtures both your well-being and your connections with others. What do you think? Has dating become too selfish? The dating Grindset. Why selfishness is taking over and how to fix it. We've entered an era of selfish dating, but why is everyone acting so awful? Mashable dives into the dating Grindset, speaking to experts about why so many people are struggling with this mindset and, more importantly, how we can turn things around. Dating today has become a game of self-interest, and none of us really seem to understand why. Experts like Catherine Angel, author of Tomorrow Sex Will Be Good Again, suggest that we're treating dating like a transaction. It's all about how much time we're investing or wasting, driven by a capitalist mindset. Think about the viral Reddit post where a man asked a woman out for ice cream, and she immediately dismissed him as childish. Or the TikTok trend where women are invoicing their dates for their time. They're measuring everything. Yes, even love, like it's a business deal. Angel argues that this is a dangerous way to approach life. Capitalism teaches us to optimize every moment for profit, and we've applied that logic to dating. Instead of seeking real connections, we're treating each interaction like a transaction, measuring if it's worth the time spent. Dating apps only fuel this mentality. They make meeting people feel quick and easy, but they also promote a private, detached experience. You can just swipe away discomfort or ghost someone without thinking about the real human impact. Angel questions if online dating is even the right path anymore. After all, we've turned ourselves into products, caught in a cycle of self-improvement and efficiency. Is this what love has come to? Maybe it's time to rethink how we approach connections and break free from this Grindset that's taking over our dating lives. In today's dating culture, selfishness is becoming the norm, with a focus on personal gain rather than meaningful connections. Researchers like Tim Kasser and Jean Twenge have found that materialism and social media obsession contribute to social isolation and unsatisfying relationships. This dating Grindset treats dating as a transaction where time spent is either an investment or a waste. While self-love is encouraged, it may be leading to loneliness by prioritizing individual needs over shared experiences. In this video, we explore how this mindset is impacting relationships and offer ways to break the cycle for healthier, more fulfilling connections. Have dating apps made you feel like you're treating love as a transaction? How can we move away from this mindset and focus on real, meaningful connections? Do you feel like dating has become all about personal gain rather than real connections? Have you noticed the shift towards selfishness in your own dating life? Let's move ahead. Me culture in dating. How individualism is shaping our relationships. In today's world, me culture is taking over. Dating apps are just a symptom of a bigger issue, our society's growing obsession with individualism. Experts like Jessica Alderson, a dating coach at So Synced, explain that trends like dump him on social media are making us treat people like disposable commodities. We've started seeing each other as items to be collected, ranked, and discarded based on unrealistic standards. Terms like high-value men or women have gone viral, and now we're matching people with criteria more suited for shopping than real connections. It's all about putting yourself first, protecting your energy and boundaries. But somewhere along the line, this self-care mindset turned into straight-up selfishness. As Bell Hooks points out in All About Love, capitalism and patriarchy have fostered this hyper-individualism, which looks a lot like narcissism disguised as self-preservation. This me culture is pushed even further by social media, where influencers set unrealistic unrealistic dating standards, whether it's expecting expensive dates or only dating people who meet strict financial criteria. These viral ideas promote unhealthy rules for relationships. These high expectations leave many of us with unrealistic ideas of what love should look like, causing disappointment when our real experiences don't measure up. While it's important to protect your own well-being, putting yourself first shouldn't mean treating others as disposable. When we're all obsessed with our own needs, we miss out on true connections. It's no wonder that 1 in 4 people feel unworthy of a partner, according to Bumble. Do you feel like dating apps have turned dating into a game of instant gratification? How often do you find yourself swiping without really connecting? Could focusing on real relationships help break the cycle? Let's dive into that. Breaking free from endless swiping, reconnecting with real dating values. Have you ever found yourself endlessly swiping on dating apps only to feel more lonely and disconnected by the end of the day? You're not alone. Dating apps are designed to trigger your brain's dopamine system, that feel-good rush when you get a match. But here's the catch. Just like the energy boost from a cup of coffee or a junk food snack, the high is temporary. After that initial rush, you're left feeling empty and craving more. It's easy to get stuck in this loop, mindlessly swiping, hoping for that next hit of instant validation. But imagine breaking free from this cycle. What if you could swap those quick dopamine hits for real, meaningful connections? It's time to turn to your friends, family, and even yourself to find true emotional intimacy. Real connections aren't about a momentary rush. They provide lasting support, stability, and love. Sure, it may not feel as instantly gratifying as a match on a dating app, but it will anchor you in a way no swipe ever can. So, how can you reclaim control of your dating life and focus on what really matters? Start by setting limits, just like you would limit your time on social media or Netflix. Put a cap on your swiping time. Give yourself a set amount of time each day, say 30 minutes, and stick to it. You can even set goals like meeting someone in person after a certain number of matches. This approach helps make the process feel more human and real. Next, date with intention. Think about what you're truly looking for in a relationship. Are you after stability, closeness, or adventure? Keep your values front and center, and don't be afraid to express them early. Be honest about your needs, and you'll attract partners who share your vision for the future. Vulnerability might feel comfortable at first, but it's key to forming deeper, more meaningful connections. In the end, dating apps can be a tool for good, but only if we use them mindfully. Reconnecting with your values, setting limits, and dating with intention will help you find not just matches, but real connections that can last. So, let's ditch the endless swiping and start dating with purpose. Dating doesn't have to feel like a never-ending game or leave you feeling disconnected. By focusing on what truly matters, real values, healthy boundaries, and genuine connections, you can build relationships that bring joy and meaning. Ready to move past swiping and embrace real love? Like, share, and subscribe for more tips, and stay tuned for more insights. You've got this.